bring joy.
Get it right, right,
$100,000 Bitcoin. Let's go, baby. Did you get it right? Did your favorite YouTuber get it right? We got it right, baby. Let's go. Massive gains, massive money. We're counting thousands, baby. Today was a big day, man. Made like 10 racks on Lev. Man, made boatloads on the altcoins. Ondo banging to the upside. I gave the call in the trading group. I just had a sniff. Remember, we finally did call that daily bottom, the secondary one, and we were gone, baby, gone. I was all over it. The trade I made at the end of the stream, still in gains, honestly. If you took the trade at the very end of the stream, when I walked away, I made a trade. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. Bro, you know the trading group lit, blowing to the moon. Master friend in the house. Shout out to Blair Stevenson, Anon Zero, John Legend, Crunk. My man Wild Deuce is in the house. Andre Mateo Music, Brian Kendall, Papa Flash, my man Papa Flash in the house. Shane Steen, Dave Roy, Victor Chaos, banging on him. After Hours Investing, been with me for years. OG, my dude. Jamal Antonio, been with me for years. My man Ivan Tenbroke, been with me for years, man. We got OGs, all the OGs coming in. Hit the like button. 1,000 likes for the 100K Bitcoin. Let's go. Live life free, baby, with the super chat coming in there for the $9.99, my man. And we might even just catch a live trade here. I'm not just here to celebrate. A lot of the other guys are here to just talk your face off. I'm here to actually get it in. I work for a living. I'm working right now. Let's get it in. Let's grind 7 days a week. This is it. Every single time, baby. Get it right. That's right. That's right. So here, making a big of a bull pennant here for Bitcoin. And this could easily continue further to the upside. Look at the resistance, though, at 103. But you knew once we cracked 100,000, we weren't just going to sit there at 100K. We were likely going to continue. There's a bunch of people that wish they got in. There's now nation states buying, pension funds. The state of California wishes they bought. Now they're going to... Everybody wishes they bought. Your mother, your father, your grandma, your aunt, your uncle, your dog wishes. Your dog's looking for money right now to buy Bitcoin. Your cat. Your goldfish straight up wishes the thing about Bitcoin. I don't know if it's a guy or I couldn't tell what it had, but it wanted Bitcoin. All right. Anyways, yo, Con, can we bring the music down back there? You know, it's a little loud over there. Actually, no. Actually, can I get a drink? Can I get a drink? Actually, there's actually nobody in here. There's actually nobody in here. I'm actually alone. Wait. Oh my God, look. Check this guy out. He's got a matching jacket too. 100K Bitcoin, bro.
100K, what up?
It's the protege right here. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. The myth, the legend. Where's the 1999? What are you saying? Let's go, Satoshi 11. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless each and every one of us. When I sat here and started this journey, I 100x Bitcoin today. We 100x BTC. And this is a bit of a bull flag thing. This thing could pump to the upside. Let's take a look here. The long, right? Take profit at 106,833 would be the target from back in the day, right? Stop loss, 102,318. And this thing may just continue to pump. Asia wakes up and sees this, and they're pissed. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't get it. We didn't give them any cheap Bitcoin. Now, we made 7 racks today. We could risk $633 for another $2,000, right? It's high risk at this point. You're rolling the dice in price discovery. You have to have some stones to play with the big boys, all right? Do you have what it takes? No, I'm just. God bless you all. Made bank tonight. Who made bank? Put a 333 if you made massive gains with the lifer. 333 if you made massive gains, life-changing wealth. I made a teacher's salary in a day, like straight up. Shout out to each and every one of you. And that's not right. They should get paid more. Shout out to everybody here. Look at all the 333s banging on them to the upside. Man, my lifers, man. How many lives have been changed by Bitcoin cryptocurrency? Sammy, 100K, let's go. Love you, bro. So grateful for you and this amazing trading group, the Lifers. Love you, brother. Shout out to Rudy 007. And you always give, Rudy. You're a blessed man. May God bless you, my friend. So nice to And remember, I put 100K in render. 100K in render at around $6. Let's take a look where it is now. And the market was going up and down, Render hit Render at 11 beans. I made 100,000 and more. Dang, made 100K quick. Let's go, boys. Made 100K in a week on render, bro. Bitmat, let's go, boys. 14K today. My man, Bitmat with the $100 super chat. Throws $100 at me because he's the man. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. May you have a wonderful day. That's coming at you tenfold, man. Every time you give, it comes back to you 100 times over. May God bless you, my friend. Alt season yet. Upbit listing for render. Render's gonna rip and continue to rip. Bro, I shorted. Oh my God. Who here shorted and got absolutely wrecked? Because there was exit liquidity. There really was. Tom Crown in the house. God bless you, Tommy. God bless you, Tom Crown. You're the man, dude. I love you. You're the man, dude. We did it, bro. We did it. Yo, I'm going to Dubai, April. Come to Dubai. We're going to wild out. It's going to be crazy. We're going to buy Lambos and wild out. Gold Lambos. We're going to smash them in the desert. Leave them there for the birds. God bless you. Yo, shout out to everybody out here, man. I'm drunk off gains. If I say things that don't make sense, just take it because it's out of control tonight. It's just the euphoria is insane. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at BTC. Starting to get that move here out of the flag to the upside. And I think I already did this somewhere else, but I have 2 screens open and I can't remember what I'm doing. I think we did it over here already, right? Oh no, there's a gain there. Yeah, there we had it. Start to make the move. You know what? I'll take the trade for the love of the trade. We'll take it. We'll risk 600. If we lose 600, so be it for Bitcoin. All right. Come on, baby. I swear I hit that button. Things have been lagging right now. I don't want to double buy. Hold on. I'm in a Doge pair right now. I am. What are the odds we continue to put? Yeah, see, there it was, man. That took way too long. That kind of sketches me out. Like I won't be able to get out when I need to. I'm freaked out right now. Hold on. Like if I hit the X button, how long does that take to cancel? All right, the order got canceled quick. All right, that ain't bad. So it's responsive. I just want to make sure, you never know. They get bogged down when a lot of people are on the exchange. So you just got to be careful of that idea too. You get caught off guard. I've seen a lot of people over leverage themselves and not even be able to get out of position. Just, you just got to be careful. All right. And again, it all should work fine. I'm just telling you, And again, sometimes it's usually not even the exchange. It could be someone's internet connection. You gotta always be mindful. All right, so we didn't get in yet. We're watching to see if we want to get in here to the upside. We got to do a little bit more of analysis. I need to do a walkthrough of some of the bigger time frames to get an idea of what's happening. But I mean, we could definitely see 106,000. You knew we weren't going to stop on 100K. You knew we were going to run up into some higher levels. Okay. Sam, how does bookmap look? Let's take a look at the bookmappy. I just took it down because I needed to restart it. It was getting chunky. It eats up a lot of the process, and I kind of needed it for this. Some things were happening. I tell you, I bought a $6,000 computer, but I run this thing to the absolute limit. And bookmap eats your computer it's a horse. I run bookmap all day long though, literally all day. See the stochastics high pointing down? That's not gonna be your spot. All right. That's not going to be what you want. That's going to come back down. Now, it may give us a perfect entry here at the bottom of the channel. That's what we're looking for. Play this thing perfectly. It resembles a bit of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. It could be a bit of a Sammy cup in handy here and blast out to the upside. You see that? You have to remember, the whole world wishes they got in. People are waking up in the middle of the night right now like, God, that 100K Bitcoin, I told you. Dudes are wilding out right now, screaming. I told you we should have went to the bank last week about that Bitcoin. So many people are pissed. So many people are pissed all around the world, man. You can't procrastinate with cryptocurrency. It'll get you. It'll tell you you shoulda, woulda, coulda, When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the best time to plant a tree? Today. You know what I mean? Like now. The next best time is right now. Everyone that waits for things. I used to wait for so much in my life, man. I'm so happy I don't wait for things now. I just go for it. I think about the movie Braveheart whenever I want to hesitate. And I think about how he had to go and get it, And I think about lions and how they go and get it. Nobody feeds them their meat, man. Nobody, right? They go and get that meat. And every day, no one's going to bring you nothing. You got to go get it and make it happen. So every single day, tomorrow, I'm not going to win from my wins today. I'm going to grind again. And you remind yourself every single day is a grind, right? And, no one handed you 100K Bitcoin. If you made it with me this far, you worked your way all the way. We were in the bear market. People laughed at us. People said, no way. We went back to $3,000 after 20 grand. People said, I was out of my mind. I told them that they needed to buy as much Bitcoin as possible at $3,000. They told me I was insane. Tone Vase said 1,800. We never hit it. We almost did it. Bitcoin Cash was rivaling Bitcoin. The days when Bitcoin Cash went up to $6,000, we weren't sure which Bitcoin Segwit. I don't know if you remember that. Then there was Bitcoin Gold. Then we had Bitcoin SV. Man. If you were back in 2016, it's just been such a long road. Anyone here have Segwit Bitcoin? I'm a Segwit Bitcoin holder. Anyone here a Segwit Bitcoin holder? Like you literally have it. It'll say your wallet will say Segwit. That means you were an OG. You got Bitcoin from like 7 years ago. If you're a Segwit Bitcoin holder, anyone out there? Anyone? We got anyone? Any Segwit? I don't think anyone knows what I'm saying. I did one. We got one guy. Very, very long. PEAQ about the blast. Somebody says, Stain said, yeah, I'm a Segwit guy. He's another Segwit guy. Yep, this guy said he was a Segwit. And most people have no idea what I'm talking about. It's like, what? Lead speak, brother. Lead speak. Okay, I got it, but I lost it. I know you did. That's what happened to most people. Shout out to Andre Mateo Music, man. Forked in 17. Yes, it did. Yep. We had this crazy fork. Got it, but can't find it. That's what she's... hey. Chris Black. Got it, but she can't find it. She identifies it. That's a segue. Anyway, so Bitcoin in a beautiful bull pennant. I mean, these break out 68% of the time with low stochastics. Starting to tell me that there could be some more here for Bitcoin. We may not be done yet. It's definitely telling me, that there's a chance here to take an opportunity for some gains. And there's probably massive moves now in the altcoins. Let's take a look at crypto bubbles so we can get a kind of quick look at everything from one fast perspective. Where is my bubbles? Even Crypto League's going to be ripping. There's my crypto bubbles, right? So in the last hour, right, I told you Cerebro, I told you about these, sentient, they call them almost they're not creatures. Yeah, base IA does the creatures, but sentience, and these are all of them at cookie.fun, and AITECH is another one of them. These are these really obscure, you have to kind of know what you're doing, right? And kind of deep diving the next narrative, which is these sentients, and they actually been ripping for the last week. That's why when I got into AI Fun and we went into AI Agent Layer, there's another one called Agents. It's only $6 million market cap. Another one called, what was it called? Artificial Liquid Intelligence, ALI. That one was on my radar too. ALI, artificial. Look at Nosana. Nosana's awesome when it comes to AI. That thing's going to rip. I don't know if you remember it ripping back in the last one. I've been piling into Solana the last 2 weeks. I built a nice position in Solana, up 9% today and counting. I'm going to show you why I like Solana, and it's going to teach you a lot about kind of my trading style. Look at this. While we wait for myself to get into Bitcoin here, we have a moment. Let me make sure I have a moment. No, that wasn't the window, Sam. It was this one. There you go, buddy. So this one here, can we? Yeah, see, I don't know. We're bouncing off the bottom of the channel. I'm about to take it. I'm going to take it. So we're going to go for 106.833. It says 995. And then the stop loss got to be 102.457. Okay. And we're going to jump on in. 400 for 17, and we're going to take it. All right. Either we lose the 4 or we make 1,700. We already made about, I don't even want to brag, but we had a good day. God bless me today for sure in a major way. Yeah, if you told me when I was 19 years old that I'd be 42 balling on YouTube, I'd be like, really? I'll take it. You know what I mean? Confirm, we're in the trade. Let's see if we could get it going here. A little laggy on the screen, but stochastics pushing to the upside, and I'm committed. Bit of a shoulder, head, right shoulder. Almost a cup and handle, higher low, showing signs of uptrend. And we're in price discovery. All you can do is find a shape and make a move. And the people that are able to make a move and believe in what they're doing are able to make money in price discovery. People that sit with their head in like a deer in headlights, like the deer I almost hit today. Actually, that deer moved pretty fast, thank God. Thank God he didn't sit like a deer in headlights. He went across really quick. But the thing is, you can't sit like a deer that is a deer in headlights. That would have been that deer, but it wasn't that deer. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, the point of what I'm talking about is it's the trade. I do that on purpose, though. So look, can we get up to 106.850? Who knows? And, shout out to Master Friend of the House. Congratulations to all the crypto holders. 777. Interesting how so many alts are sleeping right now. Alts are just doing their thing, man. Myro's my baby, though. I tell you, Myro's the low cap sleeper that can do numbers when it comes to memes. XRP, I told you I sold the top. I told you to sell that top at 280. I sold 278, right? I told you to sell that top, but anyway, it is what it is. You don't do what I tell you to do. You're not supposed to. I'm not a financial advisor, but I told you I sold the top. It is what it is, right? People laughed at me, said $5 coming tomorrow. I don't know, man. When the 3-day chart's that far away from the 21-day moving average, it's just like, and I'll show you why I sold, and we'll make it a learning experience instead of being rude. Render up 25% in the last hour. In the last hour, renders up 25%. Let me say that again. Render up 25% in the last hour. I put 100K in there. That means it made me 25 grand in the last hour. Are you serious? That's absurd. That shouldn't happen. Like, that type of stuff is wrong, all right? Today is wrong. Today is just not right. Like, Arrow Drone 181. I was telling you about Arrow. We were getting an Arrow at 30 cents. We're now up a 6x on Arrow Drone. I mean, I've been buying Arrow Drone for like a year straight. Anyone ever met me and I would meet them in the park or talk to them, I'd be like, it would be like 40 cents. I'd be like, I think you know. I was like, if any coins, because you can get it on Coinbase. And why do I like Arrow Drone? Because I was the cake man. I found cake at 60 cents and we rode it to 44. And I understood why cake was hot, because money was getting too big on Uniswap to do all the fun stuff that you could do. And so I moved on to cake and BNB because BNB was cheaper to do all the fun stuff. And I started realizing how these ecosystems were competing and how they moved. And then I said, well, whatever ecosystem can figure this out better, we'll get the market share and move, right? And I started understanding how crypto worked. And I explored DeFi by touching it, by being a part of it. And I learned. And so I was able to see, as Uniswap went from like, you know, I don't know, 50, 60 cents all the way to $12, I started wondering, what is the next Uniswap? And then I said, well, I just moved my money over to this BNB chain and I'm using this thing called Cake. I said, Cake is the pancake swap and pancake swap. And I said, oh my God, Cake is the Uniswap. And I was one of the first people, I'm telling you right now, to figure that out. And I started, you know, and I piled into Cake. Cake would do the, you know, the impossible. And Arrow Drone is the next one. Why? And so when I saw Arrow Drone at 30 cents, I said, what is the next automated market maker that's going to make a move? And I said, well, Arrow Drone's a beautiful. And I said, who's behind it? I said, well, it's Base. I said, what's Base chain? Coinbase. I said, who's Coinbase? They got billions of dollars. I said, did they lose? No. I said, are they going to put tons of money behind their project? Yes. I said, Arrow Drone's going to run. I said, Cake ran, and it was an unknown DeFi on the side of Nowhereville, you know, to 6 billion market cap. So this is now at a $1.2 billion market cap. Arrow Drone can easily get to a $20 billion market cap. I see a 15x coming out of from here. We got into 30 cents. We're at a 6x. I believe we're going to be able to take almost a 60x out of this coin when it's all said and done. It's going to be one of my biggest plays of 2024, 2025. And that's why I'm telling you right now, we got the belt last year for the best technical analysis of 2024. Given to me at Las Vegas, where I couldn't go because my wife was almost in labor. But you know what I mean? In front of a crowd of people, they gave this belt to me in Las Vegas. Best technical analysis of 2023. And I hope, we'll be winning the belt of 2024 as well. Anyway, let's get back into how to make you some gains instead of just talking about the gains. But there's just gains all over the place. And I told you Render was my thing. Render was the hottest AI that institutions were going to pile into. It was the number one. If you go to AI in cryptocurrency here and you go to categories, you go to AI big data, Render is going to be your top. And again, you're like, why would I buy the top? Well, that's the one I would put the biggest money into. So I felt so comfortable buying 100 grand of Render around that $5, $6 level. You know, a little bit at $7 too. But bang, man, look at that thing, up 28%. Now it's continuing to rip as we speak. Render doing damage. Let's get back into this Bitcoin call. And it went up and down. Looks like it's going to continue sideways. Not so bad. Not the worst, not the best. We're all right. And again, if we lose, we really didn't lose because we're up so big today. And we're not going to really I'm not going to see what a lot of traders do is they make 7 grand today. They're up huge, right? Know what they do? Their next trade, they risk 7 grand for 40 grand. And again, that's great. And they have this dream of like, you know what? Because then I'll have 50 grand. What happens? It goes down the wrong way. Halfway, they freak out. Usually around here, they bail, or if not, they wait. They lose 3 grand. So then they get back in again thinking, you know what? I'll use the 3 grand, and now it's the one. And it starts to go up a little bit. They're up huge. They're feeling good. It starts to turn. Same thing happens. Next thing you know, they're back to zero in the account. Had they just not been greedy and risked like 1,000 for maybe 2,000 or 3,000 and went to bed, and maybe they lost 1,000 and they woke up with 6 grand in the account. And so I'm just telling you, like, people that are greedy get slaughtered, man. There's a saying, you know, the bulls win, the bears win, the pigs get slaughtered, bro. So don't be a pig, okay? All right? I'm serious. Because even I could be, what happens to you is you start making big money and you compare yourself to someone richer than you. You're like, all right, I made 2 mil. But then you go out to dinner with your buddy worth 100 or 50 mil. He's about to buy a bigger boat. He's going to do things you can't do. Makes you feel like you're this small. So then you go, I'm going to 20x that. I'm going to make 20 mil. I'm going to 20x that, and you lose $1 million. And now you're back. It's like comparing yourself to others, pointless. And don't stress big wins when you see other people posting them. Focus on your gains day by day, step by step, little by little. The little red hen, you know what I mean? That book is written for a reason. And everyone wanted a piece, but everyone wanted a piece when she was done, but no one gave a dang when she was on the grind. You know what I'm saying? Everyone laughed at her. Everyone said no. They all wanted to sleep in the sun. The dog didn't want to help. He wanted to sleep in the sun, but then he wanted to eat all the pie. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So, and that's why a lot of people aren't there at the end when, you know, when you grinded for it. It is what it is, man. You made it happen. Right? You went for it. So, you know how many people sacrifice to get where they're at. It's Bitcoin. You guys know, you went through it all with Bitcoin. Like, so many people told you. Let's take a look back at render. I'm really hyped with this render move here. It's bugging out. Look at it. It just ripped back up to 1173. Then it ripped back down. They're flipping this thing around. Wow, render with a massive pump to the upside. Let's take a look at it on the bigger time frames. And imagine Doge does that in the next couple of minutes. It just might. It just might. Doge could just, all of these coins, man. Look at this. They just boom. Look at the size of that candle in the 22-hour time frame. Oh my goodness. Now it looks somewhat unsustainable. Like it's going to come, like, was that a short squeeze? Dang. It has to be, right? But again, all these big chip coins, they're now worth more against Bitcoin too, because if they're priced in BTC, Bitcoin goes up in value. Honestly, I see render ripping to somewhere like the 13. Render's on a tear right now. It's gone. It's probably going to flag out, maybe stop a little bit there. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing continues up to 1373 out of this flag on the 10-minute time frame. All right. Do you think it's a good time to get into render now? I would never tell you what to buy or sell. That would have to be a decision you make for yourself, my friend. You know what I mean? I told you when I got in and how much I get in for. That's all I can do. I'm not buying it right now. No, I bought it when it was the best time to buy. Sorry. So, I'm just being honest. I mean, it sounds kind of rude, but it's the truth, right? I still think it's a premier project. And if you really believe in it, if I hadn't got in the market, little old me, and I was new, I would go into AITECH. You know what I mean? AITECH. And let's talk about why. Let's break it down. Or let's say what a trader can do, the different things that a trader does in life, right? Look at Agents AI. This one just keeps coming up. Very small market cap, $5 million market cap. But remember, AI agents are hot right now. And again, it could just whatever, but I just feel like even if this speculatively catches the drift, it can get to a $50 million market cap. There's a possible 10x out of that thing. Who knows? I don't have any. It doesn't matter what it does to me. So I just want to tell you, I don't care. I'm not shilling something that I own. No one told me. Look at this market cap. Already got 100K Bitcoin. You saw that? That was cool. It did 100,000 right there. Look, $100,000 BTC. Bitcoin hits 100K. So cool. Meme After Dark was on the radar today. Looks like it is up 23%. Might continue there. Mad, right? So look, Render has a $5.5 billion market cap, right? For you to double your money to 20 now, it's got to go to a $10 billion market cap. I mean, it's going to happen. It's got the strength, but, you know, it takes some time. And Render is the premier AI coin. So you want to look at AI and AITECH, to me, at $152 million market cap. Very high risk, of course. Sitting at 14, all right? And, you know, not the talk of the town right now. Nobody's really, but you don't want to buy things when everybody's talking about them, right? And look, this was just 7 cents on 11/22, all right? Just a week ago and some change, this thing was 7 cents. It's now 14 cents. And that's what happens to these coins. Like now, when you get in at 7 cents and it goes to a 70 cents, you've now 10 extra money. But now when it goes to 70 cents, right, you've only 5 extra money, okay? Now you let this thing swing to 30 cents and get in. Now you've only 3 extra money when it gets to a bean. And so I'm about maximizing my energy, time, and attention span, right? And so if I'm going to sit here online and pay attention and look at all these coins, I want to be buying them down here, and I want to be at least, I want to 10x everything I touch. I'm sorry, I've been in here too long. I 5x a few things. Fine, Solana, I put 100K in, 100 bucks. I'll 5x it to 500,000. That's fine. I'll take my 500 grand. I'll turn 100 to a $500,000 and walk away. That's fine. The big caps, those are different. There's a blue chips. I'm not trying to be the biggest, you know. Once I'm getting into anything of my 5 or, you know, maybe safe plays there, it's a 10x or less, man, or more. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going for. And that's why once I see something has potential and I let it kind of miss that point where my mind does the mental math and I'm like, man, that's over the threshold. That's when I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'll tell you right now, the way Bitcoin's looking and the way it's kind of started to scoop here with the higher low, and this is moving up, And another thing I'm going to show you, see how this swings to the upside and this is swinging a bit flat on the RSI? This is a bit of hidden bullish divergence. It's not perfect, but it is, you know, especially when you're in this type of mood. And it tells you that you should break this high before you break this low. You have this uptrend here, and this trend isn't not as much as an uptrend, you see? That is going to be what's called a hidden bullish divergence. And you say, well, but they're both trending up. Yes, I get it. It's a class C trending. It's not a class A, but it's there, you know? Again, but it's there. There's some divergence there, I'm telling you. And I've seen plays like that give us just enough of that push to the upside. All you need is a catalyst at this point. You do need a lot of money. A lot of money is moving Bitcoin, though. This is insanity. Let's take a look at the chat here. I didn't even take a look at how many people we got here. I'm just so into this chart right now. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of super chats. Thank you so much. Everyone, if you want to join. Okay, I'm bugging out. I got it. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Sean ain't here now. No. And we have any moderators that can post the links that I always post? GF Burke, can you post the links? If you could hook me up. Sean is passed out in the Philippines somewhere. Puffer, man. Don't be a puffer. Puffer is ripping. Let's take a look. Well, we talked about Puffer, right? And we went over it, and we know, and we kept getting a message about it over and over again. It kind of like, things get kind of broadcast to you. All right. So I put out Puffer today or yesterday. I don't know when I put it out exactly. And there you go. If I was in Puffer now, look, the stop loss gets moved to break even. Congratulations. Another Sam Price trade that never hit the stop loss. Again, publicly given, shown, nailed in the trading group. It's up about, on a wick, 60%. Total of 33. And it's about to go up 70% from entry. Puffer, man. And we looked at it so many times. Crypto Rank kept talking about it. It's pretty simple. You look at what's trending. You find a flag. You wait for low stochastics. You make it happen. It's about you, really. You know, I knew this for years and would hesitate because there's something about the human mind that, you know, it's all about what's happening in your life, where you're at, and you got to clear your thought process. You got to find that focus and discipline. When you lose focus and discipline, that's when things kind of start to fall apart. All right. Look, so we lost this bottom trend line. Makes me think like, maybe this ain't going to happen tonight. You know, I'd love to just go to sleep. I am like, it's been such a battle to 100K for me for the last few days. Like, I'm just like, I knew it was going to go there. And I kept showing you guys. And I think some people started to doubt me because I kept showing that same trade. And I kept being like, this is it. 8-hour time frame. We're going to rip. And we didn't rip. You know what I mean? We never ripped. So some sketchy. We might double. You never know what we're going to do here. We're in price discovery. Man. I get, look, shoulder, head, right shoulder to the downside right there. No. And look, this is bugging me out too. Giving me caution for detail. The Doge trade's ripping though, which is a good sign. Come on, man. All right. I just didn't want to give back too much for no reason. You know what I'm saying? That starts to dump deeper. There's no reason. I mean, we lost the trend line. To me, I usually give up. That's another thing about being consistent about once we lose you should even got out just there, but I'm euphoric right now and don't even care. I don't even care. It's crazy. All right. There we go. That should have done that without the confirmation. So look, it looks like we double topped here and we can kind of possibly start to chill out. And we'll do our top down analysis for Bitcoin now. And I can kind of stop live trading it for a second and take a breather. All right. Book map, please. Love the high energy. God bless you, brother. Yeah. Luna Classic is going to be the largest comeback in history. And there we got the dump to the downside. But all coins doing strong, as you can see there on that Doge trade. Up 228. And I plan on making $5 to $6 grand on that trade. That's the plan. All right. Okay. GF Burke, you're a blessing. God bless you. Thank you so much. Everyone, if you want to jump on into the trading group, go to cryptolifer.com. All right. Brand new website. We just finished building for your viewership and amazement. All right. Jump on it today. You can subscribe to a monthly, a quarterly, or a yearly subscription. All right. And I'm here every single day. I haven't taken a day off in 1,466 days. If you can believe it, it's true. And no one believes it but the people that have been watching me for that entire time. And they're like, yeah. I've met some people that have met me and said, I never miss a stream. Like, they come up to me and I'm like, you don't get it. I meet them in the streets and they're like, I met a guy, actually, he said my name. I was downtown Sarasota last week and someone said my name. I swear you not. I turned around. The dude's like, I'm in your trading group. I swear to God, like, it was the weirdest thing ever. It was like the second time I got, like, someone recognized me in the street. I was like, I mean, he said he goes down to the pier a lot. And I was just walking down there with my kids. He's like, I'm Bit Chizer. I'm the trading group. I was like, man, that's crazy. That was crazy. Someone's like, look at your trade. We already got out of the trade, man. Yeah, you're funny. You look at the trade. You're not paying attention. Bitcoin surged to milestone 100,000. Bitcoin hits 100K. Now, are we going to surge back down hard? That's the problem. Everyone's in euphoria now. It's my job to kind of like look at what's really happening and like assess the situation now. Every day changes. Every situation moves. Look at this. Brett is in a beautiful cup and handle. That has in my accuracy level and the way I'm looking at it by the probabilities, about a 90% chance of going to 26, in my humble opinion. Again, I hold Brett, so I would love that. And it is a premier meme on Basecoin. Again, that same idea that I'm playing on Aerodrome, that Base is going to pump, and they're probably going to start pushing Base on Coinbase, and then you'll see Brett, and retail is going to buy Brett. All right? Brett has a big market cap. It's like in the billions at this point. I believe it's around a 2 billion. It's a big boy. But it can get, memes are getting crazy now. And there's, we could see memes getting to 10, 20, $30 billion market cap. All right. Let's take a look at Total 3. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Let's kind of assess what's happening here. So look, Total 3 broke out of a rising wedge to the upside. Beautiful. And then, some altcoin struggles right there. But look, just build your flags. Take a deep breath. That's likely to go sideways while Bitcoin finds its way here. And then premier altcoins are going to continue to rip here to the upside. It looks a very likely move is coming for Total 3. Now, if you're a noob and you only trade the regular markets, I just want to give you my updates on my call for the S&P, right? I've made a long call right there on the S&P at $5,800. It's ripping right now. And I'm calling that going up somewhere to about $6,800. So if you're not even in any market, you just trade the stock market. Here's my call right there. Like I do this in the macro technical analysis video every Friday afternoon. And I build these, and I tell you what was likely going to happen to the S&P. And that's stone cold right there. It's ripping. That alone would be a huge trade on the S&P. And then we had the NASDAQ, the NQ, right? The NASDAQ E-mini futures. If you're trading those futures in the NASDAQ, I see the same thing happening here. A large breakout of this rising wedge to the upside. That is also in the money. And I see the NASDAQ about to break out. What does this mean? It means that the dollar must be pulling back at some point. And so it looks like we're going to get this channeled pullback on the dollar, right? As the dollar starts to slip, what does that do? It raises the prices of everything in the world. Real estate's going to go up in value. Stocks go up in value. And so you can see that as this dollar falls down, the stock market's going to rip up. And every single year, that October, November, December rally that we've seen time and time again, I can show it to you on a chart until I'm blue in the face. It'll blow your mind. Let's take a look at Tether dominance. How much money is flowing out of Tether? Very important, right? You want to make sure the Tether dominance is not recovering. Who the heck would... Right now, the whole world is pissed that they're holding any Tether. If you're holding Tether right now, you're like, what am I thinking? Why didn't I just put it in Bitcoin last night? I would have made it 10%. I mean, Bitcoin went from 90,000 to 102,000, really. Like, it was like 93,000 just last night. Now, it's a bear flag. There's a little bit of bearish divergence here. I mean, bullish divvy. That swings up while that swings down. Some caution there. Not amazing, but some caution there. Okay. Let's take a look at your bigger time frame, like your 3-day. I mean, the 3-day to me has already fallen out of the flag. Like, there was the flag somewhere right there, and it's broken out of the flag already. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's done. Even a descending triangle, right? Yeah, it fell out of the descender. Look at that. There it is. Descending triangle to the downside. That's dumping. And I see that continuing down. And people are just going to give up that tether, which tells us, and it's going to go into these altcoins. It's got nowhere else to go, right? Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. I would expect it pumped up a little bit, right? Wouldn't you? If it's flat, we're in some pretty good shape here. Let's take a look. It did pump up. Why? Bitcoin ripped, right? And where did it bounce? Very interesting. The 2-day 200 MA. Just like we traded, remember this morning, Bitcoin bounced where? And I think we can go find it too, just to kind of give you the visual. And I love doing this with you. Well, let's take a look at the visual here of Bitcoin on the 15-minute. Today, the whole market was ripping, was freaking out, right? And where did we come here? We came and we dropped. And I kept telling you, we got to hold the 15-minute 200 MA. I said, if we hold the 15-minute 200 MA, I'm long. I said, I open longs the second we get above the 200 MA. It's a simple way to trade. Look, that trade's still open for Bitcoin. See? Now, look, the 15 minutes away from the 21. You're going to come back down to the 21. Pull your Fibonacci. Bottom to the top right. When it comes back down to the 618 golden pocket is what you're looking for. So you're looking for this type of behavior and the bounce off of the golden pocket. 21-day moving average will come into play. Stochastics will bend. Bang. All right. This is the strategy I use my whole life. Now, sometimes it's a sideways flag and we get in. Bang. But I'm always getting in when the 21's touching price and the stochastics are turning. I'd like it if the RSI can come down a little bit too. Bitcoin has a little bit of bearish div here as that swings up very sharply, and that doesn't swing up as sharp. It's a form of bearish divergence. It doesn't matter if you're in price discovery, if you've never seen the asset in your life. These things rang true over time. Eventually, you don't think they do, but you put it on your first price discovery asset and you learn that even in the dark, you have light. You do it again and again, and eventually you realize you can trade price discovery as good as you traded regular things because price action is price action. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. By telling yourself you know that, you're off, but we could make an upward trending flag or a downward trending flag. When you're further away from the 21, it's likely you're trending further to the downside. Understand? When you're further closer to it, it's likely you're going sideways. This took me years to figure out, and I started understanding by the probability of the space from price action to the white line, I could figure out what kind of shape it was making. If that went over your head, I'm sorry. If it didn't, you just got a gem of gems that could really even help you predict what's going to happen in the future on a lot of different trades. For instance, later on today when we saw this, how did I find 100K? Well, I sat here, and when we came up, I sold everything. And we came back down. I told my team, watch this. And when the 15-minute made a flag, I put a boatload of money in this flag. And then I had to go to a dinner. And I didn't even want to go to the dinner. And I was going to cancel, but some people invited us. It was going to be rude. I was like, man, the whole time I'm there, I'm trying not to think about Bitcoin. I was pretty cool about it. And I just kind of kept my cool. Then I got home, and a student came by, and we started going over some stuff. We went outside to get a breath of fresh air. I'm sitting outside, we're going over it. I'm like, we're about to get into the charts. I'm going to go over my night. And then I got to go to the bathroom, and he walks into the room, and he goes, dude, I think you're up like $1,000 or something. I'm like, what? And I walk around the corner, and then I see Bitcoin ripped. And then I closed all my trades at $100,000 and $101,000, and then it ripped up to 103. So, whatever. I didn't get the top, but I sold pretty dang good. And I had 3 big trades open. I sold every single one of them. I was super happy. But yeah, so when we were here, I was waiting for price action to come back to the 21. I knew once we hit the 21 and the Stokes had reset that we were going to bang to the upside, right? Because I've done, this is what I do for a living. And that's, as you can see, when the 21 hit price and the Stokes reset, we were gone. And I was able to make the greatest call of my life and call Bitcoin for my trading group. I gave them this flag. I even told them to project the flag before it happened. I said, start making the flag before the flag even happens. This is the type of trading group you're going to be in. You're not even, most people just post a flag. Man, I've never seen anything like this that I do. And I'm sorry, I know I'm talking about myself, but this is the strategies you're going to learn. I don't know how else to tell you. Right here, Bitcoin, prepare this bull flag. We have a high chance of going to 100K tonight. I'm telling you exactly what's going to happen. Look, we hit my target. That flag that's exactly what happened. I saw it before it happened. Am I a time traveler? No. I mean, yeah, we'll talk about that another time. But the idea behind all this is if you stay consistent and focus, you will eventually have good results in anything you do in life, not just trading. Trading does not differ from any other successful habit that you make. 2K peeps at a pop-up stream. Remember the old days. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Shout out to Rave Song Records in the house. 2,000 people. Let's get the likes up to the watchers, baby. Let's go. Please hit that like button. Let's go. It helps that algorithm run it up. Blew my account not listening to your calls. 3K to 80 in 2.5 minutes. I'm going to spend next week in nature, the gym with family, and learning the charts. Thank you for inspiration. Keep going. Blew up my chart, the unoriginal Dawn. Not listening to your calls. $3,000 to $80 in 2.5 minutes. Wow. I've been here for a long time, man. I've done everything you've done. See, everyone looks at an expert or a quote-unquote expert, right? Oh, look at this guy. Let me tell you something, all right? It's the coolest quote ever, right? Niels Bohr, right? Who was Niels Bohr? And I always try to give you good information. But Niels Bohr was a famous physicist, okay? A Danish physicist, one of the smartest men in the world, really, that we ever had. And, you know, he had one of the greatest quotes ever by any man. One of the greatest quotes ever said by any man, right? And you know what he said was, and look, he was the founder of the Institute of Theoretical Physics at the University of Copenhagen. The guy is amazing. Like, look him up. Like, you know, basically he developed the Bohr model of the atom, which he proposed is the energy levels of electrons is discrete. Electrons revolve around stable orbits around the atomic nucleus. I mean, the guy's 1922, man. He's out of his mind, right? He said, you know, an expert is simply someone who's made every mistake in a narrow field, okay? See? I can sit here and look clean cut and amazing in front of you, and I can have all the money and the suits and all that, but I went through hell to get there, and I lost a lot of money, and I went through pain and anguish, and I wrote my accounts up, and I wrote them down, and I got so numb to money that I don't care about money at all. It means nothing to me. You could take everything from me, and I will bounce back because I have God in my life. You see what I'm saying? Money's cool, but God is everything. And the energy behind me is God. Like, I have to repeat that over and over again and let you understand. I don't want you to get carried away, you know. And every time I make a gain, I say, thank you, dear Lord. Like this was, look, I have a live stream. I called the flag before it happened. It filled out. The flag could have dumped on me many times. You know, not every time does it do that. Most of the time it does, but not every time. So like, what a blessing. When I go to bed tonight, which I don't even know how I'm going to go to sleep tonight, but when I do go to bed at one point tonight, I'm going to sit there and think about my life and think, thank dear Lord, man, everything played out so beautifully. Like, you know, as long as my kids are healthy and my wife's healthy and I go to sleep healthy and the people in my life are in good shape and I don't get any horrible phone calls, everything's going to be wonderful, right? So I met a guy the other day who had 5 million from GameStop squeeze, but he held until it was pretty much nothing. Made me feel better about losing 25K. You'll get the tech analysis skills you need free here every single day. Los Cones. The road to success starts with Sam Price in the 99. Amen. God bless you, brother. Subscribe and turn on alerts. Amen. God is everything. Amen. 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 Like, and again, I remember when I first brought up God on my stream when I was trading, and some people were like, we want Trets, we don't want God. And they tuned off. They did. And I thought, man, I can't mention God anymore because like it's going to affect my business. And one day I decided that I was committed to God and not to my business, and that's when my business took off. Isn't that amazing? You know what I mean? And I realized where the answer was, like, and again, you don't have to believe the way I believe, and I don't judge any man. I just want you to know that I love you all and I live in love. You ain't right. You're telling the truth because it happened to me. I lost a lot of money about 6 months ago. Now I'm recovering, but I learned quite a lot in the market. Sometimes you have to pay to get back. Hey man, we call it tuition. You know, college is $100K, right? A lot of people lose 10 to 20K first in this market before they really get their you know. And it hurts when if you're like me and you're only made, you know, I had 40,000 in savings when I took my first $15,000 hit. I was about 26 years old. I called my dad and he was like, hey, it happened to me, man. You'll be fine. He's like, I got so much faith in you, Sam. He's like, it's just money, bro. Like, you'll bounce back. My dad, I remember he used to call my dad and he'd always be like, you'll know what to invest in. Just save your money. He always used to say, save your money. The last few things he would say to me when I got off the phone with him when I was in my 20s and I called him, he'd be like, save your money. That way you'll have something, you know, and you'll know what to do with it when you have something, but you got to have something first. The first part of anything is saving money. You got to learn how to save. All right. I love that one line, man. You got to learn how to save, or you useless, and you're gonna have nothing else but excuses. Like, Savings at the beginning. Now, if you just keep saving and watching your savings sit there, now you got to learn how to move it. Then you learn how to move them, and then you get to learn how to make your money make money for you. Then you get addicted to that. You're like, how can I do it again? Then you get creative. Then you start doing more and more. Then you get that freedom not to be at a 9 to 5. You get to go to summits. You get to go to, places where you meet other entrepreneurs that don't have to be at a 9 to 5. And they start teaching you things. And then you gain mentors that are older than you, and they start teaching you things. And then really you get to the next, and then you start realizing. Then you meet multimillionaires. Then you meet 100 millionaires. Then you meet billionaires. Next thing you know, you're in the house of a guy worth a few $100 million, and he's telling you about, business tactics and teaching you about how he got there. And you're like, this is it. You know what I mean? Like, this is where I always dreamed of being when I was a kid, right? Funny. I was talking to someone today. Everyone dreamed as a young kid of having an amazing life. What happens? Somewhere in our teenage years, we still dream, but somewhere between 16 and 26, a lot of people give up on that life, and they start living a mediocre life. But I'm telling you right now, everybody here, put a 1 in the comment section if you believe you were going to be like an astronaut, a multimillionaire. Like everyone, when you were young, you had dreams of becoming something absolutely amazing because you had a blank slate, and you said, why not? Right? Look at all the ones that are coming right now. Everyone believed they were going to be something amazing. What happened though? Even me, like I ended up on a night shift, 32 years old, feeling sorry for myself. Like, what was going on there? What happened? Was it programming? Was our subconscious mind stolen? I believe it was. But we let it happen, and we have to take our mind back first. Once you take your mind back, you begin to do anything else. Anyway, I went on a tangent. Let's get back into coins and Bitcoin. But honestly, you can make all this money, but if you don't have the right mindset, you're going to lose it all. And that's kind of what began this whole discussion. So it really is, it comes back. I like cows too much. Shout out to Crypto Billy, man. Multimillionaire at 29, already a multi-billionaire, not yet. Yeah, I like that. Already a multi-billionaire, not yet. Amen, right? This guy, so shout out to Francis. God bless you, brother. I'm 34 now and have 3 kids, and now all I want to do is build for them. Amen. Because of you, I turned 8K into more than 2 million, and now I'm only 22 years old. Thank you. God bless you, brother. See what I'm saying? See that? Because of you, I turned 8K into more than 2 million. Yo, Matthew Kwan, man. God bless you, brother. I mean, because of you. All right. Put it 50K X long from 87 to 103, man. Life is a blessing. Amen. That's crazy. That's awesome. Went on a tangent. Yeah, tangent wallet. You're funny. Anyway, hot coins to look at right now that are on the radar. All right. PEAQ started to pump again. Nosana. I'm going to show you why I like Nosana. All right. I look for consolidation above the 200 MA on the daily. Very, very nice. And I wait to see that the 50 is coming for the 200 MA. When I see the 50 coming for the 200 MA, I begin to front run that price action. Okay? And we front run that price action, and just, I'm being honest, like, I begin to DCA in here. I decide what position I want at this point. At this point, I wanted 10 grand, around 8 to 10 grand in Nosana. So I fired off 2 racks. I've got my position now, right? I'm ready. It'll rip. I'll make 8,000 off the 8,000 at 658. I don't care how long it will take. I have the patience to wait. It says it could get there by Christmas, though, and the odds are likely. Now, I do this over and over again on multiple coins to the point of no return. All right? It's a very simple strategy. It is a cup and handle. It's ready to rock, right? There you have it. PEAQ looks similar. And again, it may be different time frames, depending on how old the coin is. Like, this coin is very young, so you don't have the 200 on the daily, but you have it on other time frames. You have it right there on the 1 hour. And so it's a very similar idea with PEAQ. As long as you keep consolidating here like so, and you got to look, see how you got to be able to flip it too quickly. But I've been doing this for so long that I can just see the next pattern pretty fast without even thinking about it. Eventually, your subconscious mind will be able to do this without even knowing you're doing it. It's just like a baseball player. You never see those guys juggling. They juggle. I don't know what they're doing. They're juggling like, the guy's like, I mean, he obviously is in the zone, right? Even I pick up the thing, it's hit me in the face. It's, I can't, I've never been able to juggle. Every time I've tried, I have to go to school or something. I don't know. I bet this kid can juggle. I have a feeling he can, but I can't juggle, man. You know, never was good at it. Devil sticks a little bit, I guess, but never really had it. If you don't know what those were, they were kind of big when I was a kid, but you don't really see them anymore. Hippies would have these 2 sticks and they'd play with them and flip them all around in the park and stuff. Crow with a knife had got potential to go big, especially when it's on the Chronos chain. Yeah, it's still pretty hot. I'd watch it. But PEAQ looks hot to me. I wouldn't be surprised if PEAQ goes up from 74% to 77%. I still don't own PEAQ, and I'm wondering why. I'm asking myself why. Because I just have so many coins. Every day I buy another one. Eventually, it's like 30 more coins this month. I just keep adding them. I mean, there's no reason I can't have it, but there's no reason I can't either. It just doesn't. It's like, I don't get it. Like, why not make more money, right? It's going to go up. And if every coin's going to go up, why not buy every coin then? You know, eventually you have to stop. But do you? I don't know. That's why I'm the crypto lifer. But I own too many coins. I think I own like 400 coins. It's bad. I think I should go to like a coin shrink and talk about it. You know? So, PEAQ. Do you ever get overwhelmed, man? How do you know what goes up and down with so many? Congrats, bro. Hacky sack was Hacky sack was big too. XRP ripping, bounce to the top. I myself slow down, buying more coins. Amen. It's not easy though. You see, it's like when you're addicted to the hustle and you're addicted to the tech, and you see good tech, and you're like, oh, that's nice. I like that. And there's something that you believe in. Like I have just a firm belief PEAQ's gonna rip, and I like the whole way they came out with this coin, the way they market it, the way the website looks. It just. They're a spot on. They're how I would do it. Like, that's how I would do it, you know? And they're clean. They're perfect about it. You know, if I want to wait here, what I do is I put my blue line, and I just right-click the blue line. Hit add vertical alert on vertical line. And then when it crosses the vertical line, it'll tell me, and we could rip further to the upside, all right? I'll throw that into the group. Keep PEAQ on your radar. We have a lot of setups right now that are looking very nice. There's so many. If you go through my last 2 or 3 days, there's so many setups you really want to go over and check out. All right. Very important. Something weird happened. I got to talk to my team, man. Or maybe it. What happened? Strange. Anyway. I'll figure it out, I guess, but oh, I know what I'll do. I'll copy paste. When in doubt, figure it out. But I need these labels on everything for everyone to get the notification. So stupid. All right, Doge still going to rip. We need an update on DEGEN. I know a lot of us in the 99 have that trade. Wow, you guys are freaking out, huh? Let's take a look at DEGEN. I'm in DEGEN 9K deep, so let's see what happens with DEGEN. All right. I mean, DEGEN's just in the perfect accumulation place, and it's rounding that bottom. You know, you just got to have your patience. It's, for me personally, I mean, you do whatever makes you happy, right? I don't know, right? It could go to 0 tomorrow, too. If you can't handle that, right, you got to be okay with that. It's one of my many bags. If it went to 0 tomorrow, I'd be like, dang, man, that kind of stinks, but I'd go play pickleball and have some fun, right? I wouldn't bother me too much. It would stink to lose a 9 grand position, but you know, I'm just being honest. I don't think it's going to go to 0. I just want to let you know that, like, you have to be ready. You can't be married to positions. You can't be married. You know, the only thing you should be married to is your hustle. And as long as you got that, it doesn't matter what happens. You know, I firmly believe this is going up. I wouldn't put my money if I didn't. DEGEN Y, again, it has the base. It's base. But then it's got its own chain thing going, and it's starting to really create an ecosystem amongst itself. Anytime I see a coin that ripped and came all the way back down to the 0.618 and the 0.65, I mean, that's the golden pocket. You are in the most beautiful, well-known accumulation place for any asset in the world. Like, multiple assets come right to this key area before they bounce back to the upside, right? Let's check out ORDI. Much love, Sam. You're the man. Shout out to, let's see if we're going to get some movement in the BRC20 system here. All right. But DEGEN, and again, look at the rounded way, the way the bottom's starting to round. You're looking for the rounded bottom, staying above the 200 MA. And these things move. You be in an hour, it go bling, and the thing is up 100%. You've seen how fast it can happen. The whole candle just bling. And I believe it's coming pretty soon, sooner than later. Bit of a cup and handle there too as well. And I'm just waiting my time for DEGEN. Bro, Weirdo did damage today. Well, tonight and tomorrow too. DEGEN is a great play, Sammy. Long play. Let's go. God bless you, Chris Black. I love you, man. Yeah, it gives you exposure to memeage. It gives you exposure to being a DEGEN. And it gives you exposure to Coinbase. Because Coinbase and DEGEN, it has that connection. So, I mean, the triple entendre, Arrow, Brett, and DEGEN, I mean, to me, you can't go wrong. All right? Like, that's a triple threat right there. And that gives you, and you got Coinbase behind you that's going to spend billions of dollars in marketing. I mean, I'm not stupid. I like big guys I like a lot of money behind my investments, right? So I go where the money has me backed up. And these are obviously backed up by Coinbase. So anyway, you do whatever makes you happy. And again, it still doesn't mean anything. It can go to zero. It doesn't mean a thing, but it's just on the radar, right? WAXP did some damage. I thought I might be able to do some more. Kind of just went sideways, right? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Bitcoin back at 102.80, 800, starting to kind of cool off a little bit. Thank the heavens. But, you know, if you look at it on the 15-minute, I mean, this could easily make a flag on the 15-minute and just continue, just like we talked about it here. It is a way for the 21. See, look, you could pull a fib here. I'd use this little wick right there, see? And that could come down. Maybe when you're really bullish, 0.5. But 0.65 wouldn't be crazy. That tells you $100,000 Bitcoin, maybe 101. And don't be surprised if they bring it back to like 98 just to play with people. Bring it back. You know, they're going to start using 100K now. They can use 100K psychologically. They can go below it, make people want to say, make people want to short. They can get back above it. I can't wait. And if I was a market maker, I would use 100K on you for at least a couple weeks. I'd play with you at least for 5 or 6 days. And then I'd let you out. It's like a mouse in the trap, right? Because you're going to be like, oh, you're going to be all emotional. That's why when you buy a Bitcoin at $1,000, you're kind of free of that. That's why when you get in early, it's way harder to get manipulated by the market maker or anybody really, you know. You just like, you know, and that's why, again, I'm not trying to say, you know, fine, Bitcoin's passed, but there's coins right now that people are still getting in early right now. But you got to do your research, find out what you like, pay attention to what kind of gets you going, because you got to have conviction, because the coins will go up and down. Bitcoin will have pullbacks. And if you want to see it through to the end, like Aerodrone, I was in Aerodrone at 30 cents and went to $1.27. I was up 4x. I put $8,000, turned it to $30,000. The thing dipped all the way back down to maybe like 27 cents. And I was down after like 6 months of holding it. But I knew that it was a premier coin, and now we're up. It's back way up above, and I'm back up, like, you know. But, you know, and I panic sold, or, you know, or really stressed the fact that I was up 30 and went down 30, but I never cared. It didn't matter to me because I looked at the big picture. The big picture was that it was a premier coin connected to Coinbase, and when the market really run and Bitcoin got to 100,000, and we all knew once Bitcoin gets to 100K, once Bitcoin, and this is the first speculative narrative bull market where like almost everyone's been right. Like it's not, you know, it's going 100K. You could have said it yesterday. Oh, they went to 100K, you know. So retail is just making boatloads of money. There's the bot right there entering a long now. The bot thinks it's good to enter a long. That's insane. So the bot likes the long right now. It's crazy. The bot will average itself down too. So the bot will begin in the long when it knows price action can revert, because it likes to mitigate itself, because that's how it makes the most money. See, the bot sees when it's too high, starts to buy in at 100, goes down negative, buys back in for 200, goes back in for 400. Eventually it goes down negative, let's say $2-3 grand. So once it's down there, it needs to cover again for $2 grand. Now the position size is way bigger than it started at 100. It's a $4,000 position. Now Bitcoin reverses. And so look, this is what the bot does. And this is what Master Friend teaches in the futures mitigation strategy, right? You buy here, it dips. You buy again, it dips. And you got to know, and you have to have a kitty. Now, you have to know what you're doing. And, you know, for me, I'd have to practice this for a month straight with small amounts of money and get very good at it. I did it for a while, actually, and was making some pretty good gains on it. But, like, I had my other strategy mapped out, and I know exactly how to trade Bitcoin, so I don't do this. But if you're a beginner and you don't have your strategy mapped out, this is worth kind of taking a look at, right? So you map out what you have, but you have to know, okay, if we get down here, I'm going to get completely liquidated. And you have to see where key levels are. You have to know your support and resistance. You have to know your fibs, and you draw your fib. The odds are you're going to bounce off that 786 or one of these key levels at least a little bit. And so you mitigate. And what happens is here you're down 100, then 200, then 300, then 400. When you make the final 400 buy, once it goes here, you're back to break even. And once here, you make $1,000 and then you're out. Now, the trade started as a long here, but you mitigate as it comes down, knowing that you have enough inside of the bank to you know, and you have to trade cross. I don't like trading cross. I'm an isolated trader. So like, and I've been doing it for so long, you know, what is cross and isolated? Isolated means that when you're in a futures position, all right, like if I open a futures position right here, and look, and now it looks like it's going to rip, right? But if I open up a futures position right here for Bitcoin, and it's isolated, it means I can only lose the money I put in the position, all right? But if it's crossed, they can go get whatever I have inside the kitty here. Not if you haven't transferred it, they can't get it. But they can get whatever's in the kitty, you know, and take it. So if it keeps going, it'll keep using your money to cover until you're done. And so I don't like trading cross for that reason. I like the, you know, if I bet 1,000 for 3, I want to go to sleep at night and lose 3,000 and wake up, you know. I don't want to find out that I went through my whole account, right? What people do is, this is what they do. They open up a cross. Now you can still put a stop loss where you're not going to lose. But this is what people do. They open up a cross trade and they tell themselves, there's no way I'm going to add to the trade. There's no way I'm not going to do it. And the trade starts going down. And they add a little bit. They add a little bit. And they add a little bit. Keeps going down. Next thing you know, they're in way deeper than they want. And then all it takes is for a couple more moves and they liquidate the whole account. Never thinking they would. They start off saying, I'm just going to trade a small $200 position. But they get greedy to cover, and the cover creates a problem, and then that creates the... I've seen it happen. I've done it kind of in a few ways. Not too many times, but I have done it. I've seen all the psychological ways in which people ruin themselves with leverage. That's why I tell everyone, be very careful trading leverage. You know, I didn't touch leverage, thank God, for about 7 years of trading. I didn't know about it, thank God. I was using an ETF, a gold ETF. Again, I learned how to trade on my own. I wasn't around a lot of people. When I started, there wasn't as many people on YouTube. YouTube was still beginning. So you didn't have stock traders. Like, it wasn't like it was now. They didn't have super chats. They didn't even exist 5 years ago, I don't think. Or, you know, yeah. When I started my channel, they didn't exist. So they just started like maybe a year after I started my channel, 2019 or 20. So, you know, things just weren't the same when it came to trading. I mean, there were still places you could go and learn, but it just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. And so trying to figure it out was way different. In a way, it was good because, you know, now everyone gets kind of pushed to leverage because Google's about the advertising. People make their money, you know what I mean? And it's all part of one big advertising funnel. And that's, you know, and I strive really hard to kind of, you know, be a part of that, but still, you know, keep the independence of my trading group and we do our thing. So a lot of people, they're just complete shills of the market, right? They don't have anything of their own. They're just kind of like, you know, influencer KOL type things, you know? And we try to avoid that type of behavior here because that's not the community we're building, right? I'm not knocking. It's fine if that's what you want to do. It's fine. But that's just not what we're building, right? So a bit of a double bottom here for Bitcoin. Could be. Take you to 106,697. Happy 100K, brother. Shout out to Jason Casper for the $900, brother. God bless you, man. Thank you. Everyone check out Jason Casper. He streams all the time. He's a wild man. He's awesome. He's got like 139,000 subscribers in beast mode. Just finished his live stream, banging on him, looking at him bugging out. God bless you, Jason. We did, man. We did it together, bro. Me and you help crypto every single day, man. We push cryptocurrency adoption every single day. You dedicate yourself. You teach people how to farm. You got your chicken. Like, I mean, you're a blessing, brother. You mention God, Jesus every day on your channel. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for the $100 super chat. That's very nice of you, baby. Everyone, on our way to 81,000 subscribers. Keep hitting that subscriber button. Did the fastest 1,000 we ever got. On our way to 100,000 subscribers and counting. And Jason, you inspire me. You've been good to me ever since I came into the game, man. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's very nice. And everyone who gave tonight, blessings on blessings. You didn't have to, but you did. And it's super nice of you. Anything you give comes back to you tenfold, if not more. And what it does, when every time you give, you tell the universe that you have so much coming to you, that you have the ability to give it to give to others. You're saying, listen, I have it in me to hustle for so much more, and I know that more is coming to me, so I can give freely. Every time I give, it's just an affirmation that there's more coming to my way. There will be this little voice, I don't know, it happens to me sometimes, that tells you to hold back right when you're about to give. And I believe that's the devil, because he knows the reward you're going to get when you give, and he doesn't want you to receive that reward. He wants to block you from it. And he wants you to squander that money on booze, alcohol, gambling, something stupid that won't give you that same reward. All right? And so remember, when you're about to give, there's going to be that last hesitation. Push through that hesitation. It's like and explode with the giving. And next thing you know, you've done it. And you're like, what did I just do? You know? And next thing you know, you've given. And it's been done. And once you've been given, it's over. Like you've pushed that frequency into the universe. It's over. You know, I learned this trick with all the moving averages and stuff, and I could tell nobody and sit at home and make money. People say, why do you sell? If you're so good, you would just sit at home and make money. What do you need to tell anybody that? Like, look, this kid just met me. Do I make money in this room? Do I make money in this room?
Stupid. It's just stupid. Every time I come here, it's like, I can't even comprehend it. I mean, this guy's printing cash in here. Like, people talk about money trees their whole life, and all I see is this guy just like, he's got little trees in here. He's watering them, right? That's all I see, man. Every time I'm in here, man. We hit 100K, and it was just crazy. You know?
I'm just saying, like, we teach real strategies here that I could have kept to myself. We give. The whole point is to give it away. All right. Eventually, enough people will make enough. They'll tell people that the strategies are real. People will join the trading group. It'll all work out. But if you live in fear and you're like, I can't get my strategy away because that's all I have, and I won't get more strategies, and you know what I mean? I have to piecemeal it and sell a $5,000 course and only give people a little bit at a time. Like, I mean, there's different strategies for different folks, right? It depends on how you want to do it. And again, you could probably make more money doing it the other way because you can get enough people to blindly do it. But it depends on who you want to be. I know my mom wouldn't be happy with me, so I got to do it the way my mom wants it done in her honor, right? Bitcoin could still rip here, right? It's not out of the water yet completely that we could get a move. You got this nice new support system. You know, you got support now. Clear as day right there at 102.5. What a nice place to find support too, right? 102,500 for BTC. Let's take a look at, someone asked me about ORDI. Yeah. And I might be a little off today just because I'm like, I get this guy staring at me actually. No, but it's I'm taken aback by what happened, honestly. Like, I just can't believe it. Like, it really did happen. So remember we talked about getting above the 200 MA? This has that je ne sais quoi, right? And it actually just broke out, and it seems to me like it's retesting. See, that's what's called a bullish retest. You break out, but you want to kind of toy with the top of the trend line first. You want to make sure that it's real. And usually you'll flag out here. So there's ORDI. I wouldn't be surprised if ORDI... See, ORDI is the BRC20 ecosystem. BRC20, just like ERC20, is the same ecosystem ETH has, but on Bitcoin. All right? That thing could do numbers there. ORDI up to 63. I actually hold ORDI. I got in a long time ago. We found ORDI when it was $5, and it was one of the first coins to really rip up to 50 or 60 bucks. It really was. Pretty interesting times to be alive, man. ORDI. Wow. Let's take a look at the super chats. All right. Oh, now we got one of these. Yeah, get him out of here. Hold on, I'm gonna get him out myself. I feel like it today. Look, he's gone. He's gone. I think he's gone. I think I got him out. No? Yeah, he's gone. Yeah. Crypto Billy got me drop money may come back into the Bitcoin ecosystem. That's true too. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Magic Eden doing its drop. Just sold all my ski. Love you, live or happy. 100K. God bless you, Kobe Armstrong. Thank you. We got a $50 super chat. Got to the live late, but we're 100K. I want to say thanks for being here every day. Your live has been a big part of my crypto journey, keeping me focused with the best technical analysis. Shout out to Jimmy Bitcoin. We love you, Jimmy. Keep grabbing those Bitcoins. Don't play me. Shout out to spend as little as you can, invest as much as you can. Amen. Shout out to Crypto Billy. God bless you, brother. Doge is breaking out. Is it now? Oh, wow. Congrats, brother. You're going to make it chunky. So Bitcoin look like it's going to ripski again. I just won't go so hard this time. Still the same thing. 106 for the 102. 102, 485, right? It's like now we have a little bit of support at 102.5. Chance it could hold. Chance it could hold. This one I want to just put and go to sleep. Also, I gotta restart my computer. It's been on all day, and it's got RAM issues right now. I want to look at a bigger time frame too, but I mean, this is looking interesting. I mean, it's Bitcoin. You think the whole world's got it? Like, you got along it. This is what I kept saying when we were about to go to 100K. I was like, I'm not missing the move to 100K. There's no way I'm going to miss it. Like, there's no way I'm not going to post a huge gain and we rip to 100K. There's just no way. There's no way we're going to get, there's no way that's going to happen. You know? So I'm going to take this, I'm going to take it for a shot. You know what I mean? Wake up or down. I mean, I gotta find out. We'll let it run tonight. All right, let's take a look at your super chats for any coin. Any coin you want to go over here, but we're just chilling, man. I see hacky sacks these days here. Yeah, the hacky sacks are gone. I'm gonna change my name back to lasers. Don't want any. Yeah. Oh man, my bad. Oh, that was an old repeat. Let's take a look at the fan funding. Just sold on my seat. God bless you. Is sold in a cup and handle on the 1 minute. Thanks for your time. Let's find out for you, brother. All right, there it goes. Is sold in a cup and handle on the 1 minute time frame? I mean, you should be able to answer that yourself by now, right? I see it trending down a little bit. You know, soul dominance has been falling off a little bit. So, I mean, I think you see a little cup and handy here. I see a bit of a flag, ascending triangle, right? With a move back to the upside. Support or resistance. Get your long tool. I mean, Sol back to 250. I wouldn't be surprised if Sol goes into tear. Everything looks like, oh, 100K now? All right, we might as well all rip, right? That looks like a probable flag you could play to the upside for sure. And let's take a look at that crypto fear and greed index. Where is that at right now? I'm so interested in that. At an 84 at 100K, that's great. Because that gives, you know, if it's pinned at 90 back, but we still got we got some room to get really, really crazy here. That's a good sign. I like that. That's awesome. Follow me at Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much. We also are posting all the time, all the night, everything. Ask for people to post their Rolexes. And you had to post your Rolex. I just wanted to see the nicest Rolex. We got a bunch of Rolexes in here. I'll go over that myself. But look, that one's solid gold, bro. That one's damn. That's basically, wow, that's nice. All right. Damn, this dude's balling out. Look at that thing. You think you got it, right? And then someone's got you like, wow, that one. I was looking at that one. I almost caught that. Like, this guy's got them both. See? Crypto Twitter responds in kind. Now, people, I said don't post if it ain't a Rolex. This guy's got the same one as me. Oh, basically with different bezel. I like it. Interesting. So we got a lot of people posting their Rolly. This guy, no, he's just posting. Stupid. He's like, one day. Hey, manifestation, right? I'm gonna actually sit through all these and look at them later on. This is, oh wow, this dude. Okay. Is this you taking a picture from? This is Richard Hart. Yeah, that's Richard Hart. That's Richard Hart. Yeah. Richard Hart got a stack, man. That guy ain't playing. He's worth like 300 mil. Dude walks out of he falls out of Louis Vuitton with like 100 grand worth of stuff. Like he's like 300 grand worth of stuff, like a fool. So stupid. All right. Solana looks good to me. I mean, that's a bull flag on the 1 minute time frame. Could definitely pump. All right. Soul in a cup and handle. You ate right. Yeah, blew up my account. Not listening. I'm so sorry to hear that. XLA and Pepe, if possible. From Johnny Tavares. What do I do? My dog wants to buy Bitcoin. I know. Weirdo on base. Thank you for everything. Incorporated my mortgage today. I learned it all from you. I'm a lifer for life. God bless you, man. Smart man, dude. Polka Dot will do ETH numbers in this cycle. I believe so. Sam, take your 100K, throw it in DEGEN. It's going to rip. I know, right? Make a real... See, that's where I should be. I should take 100K and throw it in a real DEGEN play. Instead of a safe call, right? And we're going to look just at... what was that? Pepe. Johnny Tavares, he asked for XLM and Pepe. And then I'm going to call it a night so I can actually go to sleep and do the stream tomorrow. I didn't want to tell you guys it was calling a night, but... Because that's usually when people just start signing off. You know, Stellar Lumens is following big, XRP, but I see it just continuing in this flag. You know, we can delete everything and recreate, but look, see, that's got a cup and handle vibe right there. And it's not amazing, but it's been consolidating sideways. You know, when something pumps huge and then takes like a week or two and it doesn't dump again, you got to know that it's likely going to get a bigger move to the upside. I see this going to 108 sooner than later. And altcoins are going to be fun to trade for the next night or two. But let's just take in the euphoria of Bitcoin. You know, like, rejoice on this night. I'm going to have a moonlit cigar and just attempt to relax for a second here and get my mind off these lights, off the screen. And just think about my life and how I've come full circle here to 100xing Bitcoin, 100x Bitcoin. Like, I can't believe we can say we 100x the coin. Like, I 100x. Everyone says, "Oh, it's too big," but you literally, I 100x Bitcoin. I really did. I got in at $1,000. Definitely bought a bunch of coins at around $1,000. Man, it 100x'd. I'm still at 103x at this point. I 103x my Bitcoin. I just like I never, you never think. Everyone said Bitcoin was too big. You're never gonna make enough money on it. It's too big. But like, I mean, I'm just. I also see a bit of an, I got to tell you one thing. It does have an Adam and Eve vibe to it. I could dump to the downside. And it is following XRP, and the XRP hype is over. So what you want to do is if this starts to drop anywhere below 40, it's likely going to take a nice little dump down to 23. You see this pump up and start to go sideways, then we get interested and we trade it. You see what I mean? And we don't have to worry about this little pump up. If you do, fine. And maybe just pump out of nowhere. I've seen it happen. It could happen, but you never know. And it could possibly just do a giant double bottom here and then rip back to the upside. So I don't know. It's a little sketchy because whenever I draw a trend line like that, I like to keep it the trend, and it's not keeping the trend the way I personally like to see it. Bitcoin looks like it's holding. Right? We'll see what happens. Stochastics are pushing up. This thing could continue to pump here to 106,697. That's why, the trades never end. You go to sleep, but the opportunity's always there, right? Ooh, I see something beautiful. You see that? Oh my gosh. So look, it pumped up huge and consolidated. And then what? Look at the beauty. It did a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, right? Beautiful move. Has a 68% chance of a break to the upside, okay? And then you just do what the trade tells you to do. You don't do anything else. You trade like a bot. You separate your mind and soul from the movement, and you just do. All right? I don't know if you've done anything like that. Skateboarding's kind of like that. Once you learn how to ski, you just kind of do it. You do the fundamentals, you go over the technicals, and then once it's time to get it in, you just kind of start doing it. Eventually, your whole body gets kind of in touch with your mind, and you just flip it. That's an inverted head and shoulder for Pepe. That thing's about to blast to the upside, in my humble opinion, for massive gains. Massive gains. And retail's now retail's piling in. If retail doesn't, tomorrow they're all they heard about it at Thanksgiving. Now it's going to be it's going to be over the news tomorrow for sure. $100,000 Bitcoin, Donald Trump, right? The whole, this is it's on like Donkey Kong, right? Again, I knew Donald Trump was going to get into office because I read Polymarket, and Polymarket was showing you the odds were so much better. You got less money if you bet Kamala Harris. And I said, the markets don't give you free money. So just because the odds for Kamala, if you put 10 grand No, you got more money, man. If you put 10 grand on Trump, you got 6 racks. Or if you got 6 grand on Trump, I think you got like 4 grand back. You got 6 grand on Kamala. You made like 18 grand or something, right? So the odds were so like, and I knew they weren't going to give you 18 grand on your 6 grand. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Do you guys see what I mean? Betting showed you who was going to win the election because you didn't get any money for betting Trump. It's like, remember when the Patriots kept winning the Super Bowl every year? If you went to Vegas and you bet the Patriots win the Super Bowl, they were like 4-1. But if you went and bet the Rams or some team that was like 0-5, they were like 30-1, right? So, you know, you'd win a boatload. You'd win 30 grand on your $1,000. You bet the Rams and they actually did win, you know. But if you bet the Patriots, you get 4-1 because the odds of them winning were so high. So when I went to the poly markets and I could see the betting odds in Trump the night before, I was like, it's at that point it was pretty much done, right? But we never knew, right, because of what happened and all the shenanigans. So you never knew. But based on statistical analysis and what I do as a chartist, then analysis told me that that's who was going to win the election. Can you understand, right? It makes sense, right? I'm not talking gibberish here, and you can do that in many things. And so I can speculate a lot of different things. You can speculate many different markets. And while the whole world is doing this, just walking around, going to work, you actually can see where like population might be going in the next future. Like I made a lot of money when I speculated on marijuana getting legal, right? And seeing that was going to become something. We're going to see it. It was going to be like, you're going to be able to buy a marijuana drink. Now it's everywhere. Not every state, but most states, right? And eventually you'll probably get it legally, federally legalized, right? So Pepe looks hot to me, and we could do this all night. I could sit here and find coins for you all night long that look hot based on the life or vision, man. But that's got the inverted head and shoulder. And we do live the life, man. That's what this song says. The head and shoulder right there. And that's got to be a big gain. I mean, that's 22 to 38. So that's 16 on 22. I mean, you're talking 80% or more, right? About 73% gains on Pepe. I mean, the coin's huge, and you could still make 73%. I bet there's going to be a lot of leverage traded on that Pepe rock. Like, that's going to be a Pepe rocket to the upside. Watch Pepe. I got to keep doing this annoying thing. Usually I pipe in 99 and they come in as a keyword. But for some reason, they're not doing that. The only way I can seem to get them is to copy paste them. These like prompts, Discord prompts. Anyway, everyone, I'm going to jump on out of here for the night. If I see anything hot, I'll keep you privy. It looks like everything's going to be hot. Look for flags that look just like this. Look for setups, tight moving averages, inverted head and shoulders, low stochastics, lack of momentum in the MACD, high volume nodes in the VRVP. All right? All that comes together inside of a tight channel. Make sure it's ready to rock. That all looks ready to go for me. Falling volume with falling price tells us that we will have a possible reversal to the upside for Bitcoin. Everybody, thank you so much for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I had to do a $100,000 Bitcoin stream. There was no way around it. We had to do it. Shout out to all the awesome fan funding. God bless each and every one of you. But yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. $366 in chat revenue. I used to make $350 a day at my old job, straight up. And I was there all day, had to take the train to get there. I was there for 10 hours. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for jumping on in and becoming a crypto lifer. If you still want to join the trading group, jump on in. If you're thinking about it, stop thinking and get it done. Unlock financial freedom and join us today. Subscribe. Hit the monthly, the quarterly, or the annual subscription. CryptoLifer.com. CryptoLifer.com. God bless you. I love you. And I will see you all tomorrow for another beautiful, amazing, just full punching, energetic, positive live stream. God bless you all. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for everything. And remember, do you know what the secret to success is? It's getting started.